This is the pork delivery truck. It's the middle of the day. A couple of pigs sitting on the back of the motorbike, and obviously the motorbike's got a flat tyre. But when you're eating titlan, this is how it gets to the markets. Well, I found a second-hand store in Vietnam, and these aren't common in Vietnam because unless you're really poor, people don't want to use second-hand clothing, second-hand shoes, second-hand plates, just in case the people that used them before weren't good people, or their spirit's still hanging around their favourite plate, and now you're eating from it, and then they get upset because you don't feed them fruit. So second-hand shoes particularly, they definitely won't wear normally, and second-hand clothing only if you're poor. For me, I don't have those beliefs, so it doesn't bother me. But if you're Vietnamese, it's like a superstition that's really important to them, and so that's actually protected Vietnam from all of the dumping of cheap clothing from the West that Africa's suffered with, and wiped out their industries by dumping cheap clothing into their marketplace. But anyway, so so I'm going to have a gander around. I need a good coffee cup, and what an interesting place to find a good coffee cup. I mean, you go to the supermarket, they've got 6 different types. Here they've got hundreds of them. So I'm looking for a decent coffee cup today, and look at all the choices I've got. You don't want to buy a set, but or I don't need a set. I just need a couple for at work. Decent coffee cup. There you go. That looks like a good one with a cat on it. A bit dirty, but that's the right size. It's chipped though. But see, even second-hand stuff here that's chipped will still be in the second-hand store, because the middle class here is still growing, and so everything has still got a value, and they've got lots of chipped cups. So like in Australia, in a second-hand store, they'd throw that away because it's chipped and nobody would buy it. But over here, the poor people really are just very poor, and like the pension here, from the government pension, if you're a teacher all your life here and you get a government pension, the pension's actually $300,000 per month. So that's about $20 a month. It's just enough to buy rice for you for the month. So yeah. But anyway, second-hand pots and pans. Right, be able to find some good ones in there. Right. And good old flanos, mate. Got to grab me a flano shirt. Actually, my wife only buys brand new clothing for me, so I never have any clothing to do work down at the factory with. And every time I work at the factory with new clothing, she goes crook at me that I'm wrecking good clothing. But anyway, I got to stop saying "but anyway." It's a bad habit. But I'll let you have a look around here. So there's lots of clothing. Looks like those bikes are the people's bikes. And see in the back there, this is where people actually live. So this is their house and their shop. Yeah. Second-hand bags. We're coming into winter here, so now all the jackets are coming out. Hey. Okay. So if you want me to buy you some second-hand goods in Vietnam, I'm sure they're cheap. I'll let you know how cheap. I'll let you know how cheap a shirt is. Is that a price tag on this one? That's obviously the price. I think that's the price that it was shipped at for. No. Yeah, maybe that's the price. $2, brand new. All right. I think we'd pay less for it here. So this jacket, the two pairs of jeans, one of them's Levi's, and the other one's Buckaroo, which I don't know whether that's a brand or not. And the other pair here, I'll show you, probably genuine Levi's. I'll probably find out that this is, you know, $100 pair of jeans. And three shirts cost me 450,000 VND. So 450,000 is like mass in my head, 4 to 16. So it's like $35 for the 5 pieces of clothing and the jacket. Yeah, 5 pieces of clothing and a jacket, $35. So it's probably actually more expensive than what we pay for clothing secondhand in Australia, oftentimes. But over here, it's actually a lot cheaper than what the stores sell clothing for, because all of the good clothes and that, like here, are 500,000 just for a shirt. You know, that's just the normal price, unless you go to the markets and buy all the cheap crap that's fake. You know, and then you might buy a shirt for 100,000. But if you go to any of the clothing stores, 500,000 is normal for a shirt, but you might pay 1.2 million too for a bit better quality shirt, and we're not even talking about brand names. So yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to have some old clothes that I can wear in the factory now and get dirty, and the wife not be upset about me wrecking 500,000 V&D shirts. All right, like, comment, subscribe, share. So this is me buying some staples for my air compressor, and thank you. Go on. Pretty sure I just got shortchanged then, but anyway, in Vietnam you don't walk into the shop. Sorry, I'm trying to hold everything and motorbike, and see I've got the air compressor on the back here of the motorbike, and it's barely tied down. And then I've got the nail gun between my legs, staples, my notebook computer, and so you know, and there's two tiny little, you know, straps on the air compressor on the back. Yeah. So anyway, so you don't need to walk into the shop. You just drive up to the front like this and say, oh, I want this, and they'll come out and they'll serve you. So I think people in Vietnam must be shocked in Australia, where they've got to walk for miles in Bunnings to get some nails. You know, I would have had to walk, you know, for 15 minutes in Bunnings to get those same nails for my nail gun. Whereas here, I drive into one shop across the road, buy the air compressor, buy the nail gun. They serve me on the motorbike, put it on the back, tie it down for me, and then I come here, buy the staples, or the nails rather, and the nails cost me 50,000, so $3, and the air compressor and the hose and the gun probably cost me about $120 or $130. So it's almost the same price as Australia for it, but the service is so much better. I'm driving through a foot of water here on the main street, and look at this car coming. He's gonna get me all wet here. Nah, that was lucky. But it was up to over my feet on the pedals on the motorbike. So and that's in the main road. See. So when Vietnam has water, it has a lot of it. Down this road here, it's all water. The rain just can't get away fast enough. It's not raining at the moment, but the water just can't get away, and you know, so there's floods everywhere here at the moment. Anyway, just another interesting drive home in Vietnam. See I just drove through that. The truck's driving really slowly, but this is normal for Vietnam.